Hello guys, welcome back. It's the next installment of this series, and we are just gonna jump straight in from where we left off. Or what are they called? I mean, I'm sorry, I know there's a bunch of lingo I haven't been using. It's actually because I actually don't. This is new to me. I don't do comics often. This is new. It's cool. I have seen some amazing comic artists on like Instagram. I have friends that have amazing comic art. It's not my thing usually, but I like it because I'm into writing, and it's cool just to see these stories unfold. So we're gonna check here. The last one is a thought bubble, guys. So we're gonna make a thought bubble. And I know this much in comics that it looks different than speech bubbles. So here we have, man's thought bubble says something like, uh-oh, she's on to us. So we want him to be pretty startled. And, I'm wondering. I'll still keep the text because we want the same font and size and everything. But we won't have that bubble. We'll do this. Oh yeah, I don't need this. And I'll probably just do this. And I want it aligned this way. And for now, I'll transform and reflect this to be more aligned with him. But as you guys know, we're gonna have a different setting. So, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change her body language a bit. But I actually think she's pretty well aligned. Okay, actually, we'll leave her for now. We'll change his first. I think we get more sweat. I got rid of the really sweaty guy, didn't I? I did. I could just steal some more and reflect it, which I will. But first I want to work on him. We want like more panic. I know I said I don't want all of them to like look the same in how they panic, but I'm gonna try and reflect this horizontally to get this sort of behind the head vibe. Maybe he's like even wiping the sweat from his brow, which would be pretty funny. Because let's remember, he's not saying anything right now. He's just thinking it. And we know what he's thinking. But she can only suspect. We're going to reflect this too. And we want it vertically. And you did see me shrink it a little bit because I don't want it to just look like complete symmetry. So he wipes the sweat, and I do want to change, so I'm looking at them all together. First she's like this, and then she kind of goes to this like she's still angry about this. but her attention is a little more focused on him. And now we kind of want to change. I'm just wondering if we should change her image kind of here. We should change it here. Okay. And this might seem, I don't know what you guys think, but when I was first starting these comics, I was kind of thinking like, this seems a bit, all these tiny little moves, like, are they needed when you have the text? But then I just saw how much they are needed, really, because it's like, even when we don't realize it, we read a lot more out of a conversation than just what is said. So it totally makes sense for us to put a lot of attention onto basically, onto body language. What we'll do is we'll make her arms go even higher up on her hips. So I like this kind of one arm down, like she's suspicious. But it's like here she's like, reacting to this. Now she's reacting to him. And it's less with anger and it's more with suspicion, as we've illustrated in her expression changes. And this last one, even though she can't see what he's thinking in the same way as we can, we really want to show this very apparent distrust of him. And we're going to do that by like higher raised arms and just like a more clear suspicion via her body language. And this guy, we're going to get this guy, we're going to copy it. And we are going to reflect it. I put it like here. Gonna get rid of that. We're gonna see where we go. Okay. Okay. I think it looks odd. I think I got the angle wrong, but I definitely like where this is going. And I am happy because we are like at the last leg. I always like the last leg. It always feels good to see it all come together. Maybe, do we want her arms to be crossed? What arm would be best to cross? I'm gonna try and cross these guys because they have such a sharp angle, or a sharper angle than this side. I feel like I can more easily make this very clear crossing motion. As you know, we tried that with him. The shape thing is great, guys. It really is great for this kind of comic. Because as you can see, when I am selecting it, it is easy to just do this and manipulate these into the body languages I need. But the catch-22 about it is I have to keep them in all these different layers, and sometimes that's just straight up annoying because it keeps me really mobile. It keeps it easy for me to make changes, but it makes it hard to keep a track of what layers on top of what. Perfect. This is what we want. I think it's better for her now instead of him. We were looking at crossing his arms. I think it makes more sense. She has a sort of resigned suspicion against him now. And it's just a bit of a sour a sour mood, with like an atmosphere that you could literally sense between them, which I think is cool. Yeah, so we're gonna change a couple of things. But guys, let me know what you think. I mean, not just about, let me know if you have questions or any thoughts in the comments or things you want to see or you want me to go into more detail about. But also, like, you know, what's your experience with comic making? I have really, really enjoyed getting into this. I'm new to this. I'm quite interested in finding out more, improving, changing my methods. I know I can definitely become more efficient than I am right now. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of this triangle. Little cheat. Yeah, I could only imagine some of you guys that do like digital comics casually are probably just like, why are you doing it all these ways? But I guess I'm sorry. But this is how our guides are going. So let's have a look at them all. I'm so sick of all this violence towards women. I so agree. I don't have a sexist bone in my body. Yeah, James, I'm not really worried about your bones, more about your thoughts, words, and actions. Uh-oh, she's on to us. So now what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna more obviously change his expression. I was thinking of just flipping this around. But I don't think I'm gonna go as far as a frown, but maybe even quite oppositely, a smile, like a even more awkward smile. Like he's really trying to not look sus. Too much. I want it to be subtle. So let's try like a nervous grin. Maybe we've had him kind of do this for a while. He had a couple of awkward smiles. What I'm gonna change quickly is this smile. This one he's like pretty oblivious. So I think his smile will just be straight. He's just like literally enjoying his video. Or like whatever he's looking at on his phone. He's like completely chill. Then it's a little awkward. Then it's a little more awkward. And now he's sweating a bit. So I like that. And I might just go simple here and just make it white. Like all his teeth are there. Okay. So let's do the thought bubble and we're done. Just gonna get rid of this for now. And guys, I'll show you how to do a really quick thought bubble. We're gonna go to our ellipse tool. I'd always call that ellipsis. I'm sure it's wrong. We're gonna make sure this has no stroke at the moment. We're gonna copy this a few times. Well, we're gonna copy it once. We're gonna paste this a few times and just kind of make this cloud-like thought bubble shape. yeah, that's really it. I mean, it's a bit skewy, but the thing with thought bubbles have this different vibe. Oop. Let me move this up. For now, I'm gonna group them. Once I'm sure I'm happy with it, I will merge them. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna bring to the front. She's on to us. And actually, before I delete that, I'm gonna give myself a couple of other little circles. See, I'm holding shift here so I can just get this perfect circle. And I'm gonna go a little smaller, and then I'm gonna go really tiny. And I'm just staying in the conventional sense of it being pretty like the 3 circle vibe. I'm gonna look at this first before I do anything else. Okay. Move this a little closer. That will do. And what I was gonna do, guys, is firstly, I'm gonna copy this. Now, you guys know why I do that in case I want to make changes. I want an unmerged version. Now I'm gonna merge it. And my battery out. I really want to unplug this because I cannot do that. Still charging a lot. Okay, I'm gonna eyedrop this. Not because it's not already white, but because I want the same line I've been using for the speech bubbles. I can select these guys. My microphone's in the way, so sometimes I've been pressing caps lock instead of shift, so it's not selecting things properly. Okay. So, let's look at it in sequence. I'm gonna get rid of all of these things. I just cut them, and you know, sometimes I just do a layer where I put my extras, which I save for a rainy day. So let's go through the whole thing, guys. I am so sick of all this violence towards women. I so agree. I don't have a sexist bone in my body. Yeah, James, I'm not really worried about your bones, more about your thoughts, words, and actions. Oh man, I made a mistake. Let's see. Yep. So I'm gonna ungroup these. Okay. Sorry for having to pause what we're saying. So, as you see, I'm just gonna cut those. I'm gonna make my extras layer. And here is where I just paste these for a rainy day. Okay, so let's go through it. I am so sick of all this violence towards women. I so agree. I don't have a sexist bone in my body. Yeah, James, I'm not really worried about your bones, more about your thoughts, words, and actions. Uh-oh, she's on to us. So guys, it's done. I'd just like to thank you guys for watching. If you liked what you saw, or you're interested in what projects I'll be doing in the future, please subscribe. And let's just keep creating and exploring. Till next time.